and nothing of value was lost.
But I didn't expect to be making a video on these guys again. So apparently, as most of you know, the new skill Shooting Star Road is actually really strong. So strong in fact, that you can just cut the shooting star apart from it entirely. The skill at its core is essentially just the previous version of what grows in the graveyard. Still yet to see an actual reason why that was nerfed, by the way, Konami. It's basically just a one card synchro engine to make any level 5, or in this case, any level 8. It's literally a stronger version of what grows in the graveyard. Which brings us to today's video. After taking a quick gander at all the possible level 8s in the game that could be made using this skill, a couple of smart people noticed the remains of an old top tier deck, scattered to the wayside after receiving what was probably the harshest and quickest bans I've ever seen to a standard top tier deck. And for today's video, I'm going to be reviving it. Welcome to Karakuri. Now just before I get into the list, a friendly reminder that if you are enjoying the content you're watching and would like to see more stuff from me, to please consider subscribing to the channel down below. It's completely free and you can unsub at any time. Alright, let's get into the deck list. So it's been quite a while since a lot of you would have seen the Karakuri archetype, so let me give you guys a brief rundown. The deck's main focus is to summon Bureido. When this card is synchro summoned, you can special summon one Karakuri monster from your deck. Once per turn, when the battle position of a face-up Karakuri monster you control is changed, draw one card. So you might think there's nothing super strong or spectacular about this card, and you'll be right about that. But that's kind of the deal with the entire archetype. Nothing overly spectacular, but it can generate so many resources that it doesn't need to be. Now with your synchro, you have a whole bunch of options for monsters you can special summon from the deck. Ninishi allows you to conduct an extra normal summon, so perfect for if you have Merchant in hand, which on normal summon can search for any Karakuri card, including Gama Oil, which can be used to revive Karakuri's future combos, or Cash In, which is a really powerful negate, as well as a graveyard trap that can change the battle position of your opponent's monsters. Strategist, when summoned, can select one monster in the field and change its battle position. So absolutely perfect when summoned by Bureido, who draws a card when a Karakuri changes battle position. You'll generally summon this guy first turn if you don't open Merchant or Cash In, to search for the Merchant. But he can also obviously be used to just change the battle position of your opponent's stuff to beat over it too, if their attack is too big. Ninja has got an effect, but honestly, you'll barely use it. It's basically just a better man-eater bug. This guy's purpose is solely to be used as a level 3 monster you can search for, and summon with Bureido that is not a tuner, so you can summon him along with Quickdraw to make a junk destroyer. As for the rest of the deck, honestly it's all just your standard synchron stuff you're probably sick of hearing about by now, as I've already done an upload on it. I know several other YouTubers you've probably watched have all done synchron videos now, so I won't go through those cards here. But I will go through them as I'm explaining each of the combos and starters the deck can do during the gameplay commentary portion of this video. Alright guys, that's it for the decklist part of the video. The rest of the video will be gameplay with commentary of the decklist in action. Remember, if you are enjoying the content, to please consider dropping a like down below, and whilst you're down there, please consider subscribing to the channel. Enjoy the gameplay! Alright, let's get into it. So I'm going to be completely honest here, if you're looking for some top tier meta deck list or the actual return of Karakuri to their tier 1 state, you're definitely in the wrong place. This deck list when I played it went 6 wins and 4 losses, which obviously isn't bad. It's still a 60% win rate, it's still positive, but again, if you're looking for some deck lists you're going to be seeing on some meta tier list at any time soon, you're in the wrong place. This deck list is purely for fun for those people that like combo decks or like to try out some weird wacky stuff with the Shooting Star Road skill. That's kind of the point of it. It's made purely for fun, in a way that isn't just like auto losing games. It's still a good deck, but it's definitely nothing meta relevant. Alright, so let's get into it. Now I've completely forgotten all of these replays, so I'll be reminded as we're getting to them, hopefully. Alright, so going first, you're hoping to draw a Merchant, or at least a searcher for Merchant, which we did draw here, which means we can do our very standard combo. So same stuff you normally see from the Synchron deck, Junk Synchron. Junk Synchron, I'm going to return Converter. Synchro summon into a level 5. In this case it needs to be a machine, so we use Ametrix. And Converter bring back the Junk Synchron, and now that we have a machine and the tuner, we can make Bureido. Now Bureido's effect will go off, and because we've already used our normal summon, we need a way to normal summon our merchant. So, we summon our double summon in Nishi. Now we can normal summon the merchant, he'll give us a search for our negate, and our synchro summon once again into Swordmaster. Swordmaster can bring back a machine from grave. So now we have once again another searcher for next turn. And in this case I chose this card because he can search for the spell card that can revive Karakuris. So even if they destroy the big one, or even if they just leave 2 spots on board, we can special summon back the Nishi, summon this, go into another level 5 and continue. It's just a very good extending card later on. In this case he tries to use Channeler, we just negate it, and we're done. This replay was purely just to show you the standard combo. Nothing too exciting here. That's just the main combo you want to aim for when you play this deck going first. Alright, next replay. So all the replays on from here are just really spicier ones, or at least just showing the deck doing some cool stuff, rather than just standard combo. Alright, once again we can go into full combo because we got Karakuri Cash In, which can allow us to search for merchant. So same stuff again, summoning a machine, bringing back the junk synchron, going into level 8, getting a hold of the double summon, and even allowing to draw a card this time because Cash In will change the battle position of a monster. And then negate. Use another Cash In here. We didn't have to use it now, but I decided to. Also, if you're wondering why I have 2 Ninishi in here, it's because originally I did use 2 Ninishi before I realised I kind of want a level 3 that isn't a tuner. So the deck list in this replay is slightly different from the main one, but eventually I did change this out for a non-level 3 Karakuri, level 3 non-tuner Karakuri, so we could easily make Junk Destroyer. Okay, same stuff again, setting the trap and passing the turn. And he was playing Vampire. So Vampire's domain, gonna summon the Samurai Skull. We're gonna negate that instantly because vampires love having stuff in the grave. We don't want any of his searches or anything of that in there. Getting to draw a card because we changed the battle position of a Karakuri. He econ steals my monster. Very bad of him to steal the wrong card. He obviously hasn't played against Karakuri before. So he steals the Swordmaster, tributes over it. And because he stole Swordmaster, we still had a Karakuri on board. So we can use our trap card to change the battle position of his monster. The trap card in the graveyard. So that's pretty cool. If he chose this one, it would have been a lot worse for us. Alright, gonna search Junk Synchron. Junk Synchron, and then we're gonna go straight into Junk Warrior, bring back the Synchron. Alright, we'll show off the replay. As you'll hear that car speeding by my house, trying to ruin the recording once again. Alright, bring back the Junk Synchron and we can go straight into Destroyer from here. And he conceded before that happened. And there was so much more stuff we could have done too, because then we could have changed our Karakuri back to attack position, drawn an extra card because the Karakuri changed battle position again. Then we had, either Merchant, we could use the special summon, bring back a Karakuri. We could have done a lot more stuff there, but yeah. To be fair, our board was fairly clogged, so it wouldn't have gone much further, but I wanted to showcase some more stuff in that replay, but the guy conceded too damn early. It's actually a very common theme in today's replays. A lot of the videos uploaded recently have all just been really hard to get solid replays, because everyone just concedes so early nowadays. Not that I blame them, I concede early too, but it can get really annoying. Oh, this replay was really fun. So, to put it simply, this guy was a cunt. Alright? To put it out blandly, this guy was a complete douchebag. So he knows I'm playing Yusei, so what does he summon? You can't synchro summon anymore. And as you'll notice, this entire deck's purpose is synchro summoning, so I was in a bit of a pickle. So right here, I kind of was trying to figure out a way to get through it. I didn't want to wait the timer down a bit, so I just started with a junk synchron. This probably was a misplay because I can't actually do anything from here, but luckily he used his back row on it, so it worked out good for me, or like in my favor. So he negates it. And then during his turn, it hit me what I need to do. Using my absolutely massive brain, I summoned my double summon guy so I can do a second summon, as well as a search. So I use Karakuri Cash to search for my one copy of Nishipachi, or Strategist. So then I can normal summon the Strategist, you can change the battle position of a monster. And thankfully, this thing has literally 0 defense, so my 500 attack Strategist could out it. Literally outed by a 500 attack monster. That is some big brain shit right there. Sadly they're both tuners, so we can't do anything from here, but still. We did have our negate set, so we can stop him having further plays. Or at least I thought. Hysteria Party. Summon out Cyber Slash Harpy. Alright, so he swings into my 0 attack monster, and I assume he knew this because this monster changes to attack position, so he can do 2900 damage to me. But thankfully, we have our Cash In the grave. So we immediately put that in defense. Its effect goes off, we can return something to hand, we don't care. And then he does something pretty amusing. So my monster now gets changed to attack position because an attack was declared on it, and that's one of its effects. Then another attack was declared on it, so it changes its battle position again. And he takes 300 damage. Huge brain Harpy player right here. Alright, then we can just do normal combo stuff. So we've got our Junk Synchron. Ametrix. Not going to use the effect. Go straight into Destroyer. And we actually haven't even used our normal summon yet. But that doesn't matter. In this case, we just go special summon it so we can make a level 5. Not even going to use its search effect, so a special summon, not normal. Take Swordmaster. Swordmaster's going to add back for the next turn. And his board's wiped. Now, even if he somehow managed to clear this with one card, we had more stuff we could do again. Because we have a Toonie, we can search for a Junk Synchron. We had the other guy, the Merchant, so we can search for the spell, bring back any of the Karakuris in grave, including if you remove the big Synchro. We had plenty of stuff we could have done. Alright, next up. Alright, what was this guy playing? Alright, so here we didn't get a standard combo because we didn't draw into Merchant or a Searcher for Merchant, so we had to go a bit off the record here. Summoning Bureido. Now here I chose to summon Sazank. This is because if Sazank manages to survive this turn, which is heavily possible because we have one negate and obviously it acts as a Sphere Karibo when in the grave, and if this thing survives, it's a level 3 non-tuner, and we have a Quick Draw in hand. So Quick Draw can go with this, become Junk Destroyer, and we can pop something. Also, additionally, we didn't actually have to do this. We could have just summoned the level 3 from deck that changes the battle position, changes things battle position and drawn a card, but I decided to go for this line of play. Alright. So playing as a TG deck. Miscellaneosaurus, bring it to level 1, make the level 5, and instantly we're negating this. And this is why this trap card is such a strong trap card. It doesn't just negate an effect, it negates the card. So in this case, he tries to bring it back, we negate it, the monster. So it does the same thing Phoenix Chain does. This monster is now negated for the turn, not just that one effect. So he tries to use the effect again, or another effect, summon from hand, negated. Surprisingly, he was still able to play a little bit though. So he now goes into Bryanak. Bryanak can remove both my cards. I didn't want to take any damage, so I quickly turned to defense, and then pass the turn. And now we have so many options. So for one, I'm going to do the standard Junk Destroyer stuff, but I could have normal summoned Sazank, gone into Quick Draw and popped him here, but I spotted a lethal, so I just went for this one. Simple, Junk Destroyer. We aren't going to be summoning the Quick Draw though. This one I'm going to put the level 5 back in the extra deck for if I want to use it later. Didn't matter in this case. Alright, so Junk Destroyer. Gonna pop his monster, and then we have tuning to search for a Quick Draw, and now we have the double Quick Draw lethal. The two 700 attack Quick Draws. And he was dead. Alright guys, that's it for the replays today. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below and consider subscribing to the channel for more content from me. Thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Laters.
Hey, big brother, can I watch SpongeBob?
Shut up, Mokuba. I'm busy flagging YouTube videos to compensate for the fact that I have an extremely small penis.
Oh.